I'm Rick Creever, a professor of taxation law from Australia. One of the subjects I teach and write about is the use of general anti-avoidance provisions. Under the auspices of the International Monetary Fund, I provided advice to many governments about the role of a general anti-avoidance provision in tax laws, and have helped to draft these rules for the tax codes of several countries. General anti-avoidance rules, or GARs as they're commonly called, have a long history. The first GAR was adopted in New Zealand in 1879 in a property tax law, which became an income tax law in 1891. In the period just before and during the First World War, in the second decade of the 20th century, income tax laws were adopted in almost all Western countries, and a small number included GARs. In many countries that had no GAR, the courts stepped in and developed judicial doctrines that substituted for GARs. Substance over form and sham doctrines in the United States, abuse of rights in some European countries, and the step transaction doctrine in the United Kingdom. In the closing period of the 20th century, and in the past 2 decades, many more countries have adopted GARs, including the United States, which merely put into the tax code existing judicial doctrine, and the UK, while others revised old GARs. The movement accelerated after the OECD recommended all members have GARs in their tax law following the global financial crisis and the focus of the OECD and most of the world on combating international tax avoidance with the base erosion and profit shifting, or BEPS program. The role of GARs has always been controversial, with many claiming they are inherently unfair to taxpayers because they remove uncertainty from the law, and further, that they are an inefficient way of protecting the tax base. But it is their use in developing and transitional economies that has prompted most controversy. The conventional view has been that GARs are useful as shields to protect the tax system from unintended avoidance schemes, and that defeated the intention of the law. But many claim tax authorities in these countries use GARs as a sword, not a shield, to extend the tax base beyond that permitted by the tax legislation. The concern at the domestic level is that this use of the GARs is contrary to the rule of law principles, which say taxpayers should be assured of the certainty of the law and that the tax base should be decided by the Parliament through legislation, not the agency collecting the tax using the GAR. The international concern is that the tax administrations will use the GAR to extend taxing powers in ways not permitted under tax treaties, effectively overriding the treaties. I will be explaining these issues at my conference presentation in Ulaanbaatar in September. I look forward to meeting and discussing these important tax matters with you.